Hey everyone, just showed up to get the potato planter ready. So let's check the oil. Check. Good. Check hydraulics. A little dirty, gotta clean it out. This may take a minute. Hydraulics is good. Let's fire her up. Nothing runs like a deer. Well, now let's go get the potato planter untarped. I have a little technical difficulties. I came up with an alarm for my chain feed, which is what feeds the potato seed into the row unit. This is not good. It is won't shut off, and so it's just pushing seed in here and overfilling the hopper and dumping it on the ground. This sensor right here is not working. It's supposed to have some red lights on top, and they're not lighting up, so it's not telling the chains to turn off, and so the chains are just constantly running and dumping the seed all over the ground. So we're gonna have to get that changed now. I think we might be growing a few potatoes right here. So I'm gonna go see if we have that sensor at the shop. We've had to replace one before, so I'm gonna go see if we have an extra one. If not, I'll have to make a run, go get some parts from town. So hopefully we got one in the shop. Well, we're headed for town. Two's better than one. Looks like there's a trail of spuds everywhere from where I loaded all the way to where I pulled in. We may have dumped a few on the ground. Wrong size. Couldn't make it easy for me. Bad sensor, good sensor. Make sure they're set about the same depth. Yeah. Always keep track where you set it. Well, this has been a fun morning. First, we found that the nozzles were plugged for the fertilizer. They weren't spraying well and wasn't spraying out the amount that was needed, so our rate would have been really short. And then we get going and spilling spuds all over the end because that chain wasn't off, and I didn't know it was off until I started planning. Well, technically it was on, just wouldn't turn off, so it was just dumping spuds on the ground. But we got that fixed and we're up and running now, so let's try and cover some ground. It's a race! I'm definitely losing. Bye-bye, Skylar. Field time. Well, it sure has been an interesting day. That chain not wanting to stop. Then we also had my nozzles plugged up for my fertilizer. Had to clean those. Then we got back into an area with some longer straw, so it kept plugging me up. Got a little frustrated there for a while, but we're all good. We're all good. What was that? Anyways, sun's going down. I'm getting tired. I think we're gonna have to call it quits. Well, we've finished up this first field we're on. Now we're moving all the equipment, getting ready to move to the next field so we can get started on that. Gotta chain up these back wheels so we can drive down the road. You do that because they're crazy wheels, and with the crown of the road they'll sit there and wobble back and forth, and it tears up the tires pretty bad. So there's 4 wheels on the back of the planter, and we lift the outside 2 up off the ground when we transport down the road just to save our tires. We're gonna hop in the 6-row marker so that we can take it back to the shop and put those duals on there and make changes to it so I can get rid of the straw problem. Feels weird being in tractor with tires now. Giddy up. Wheel spacers on, now we just need to grab the duals. Well, we hurried and rigged up a pipe to put behind this for a drag pipe. Hopefully it'll drag off those clumps of straw and make my life a whole lot better. I forgot the camera for a little bit, so we're gonna do a little bit of an update here. We switched fields and tried planting, plugged up probably at least half dozen times trying to go through the field. So we took the 6-row marker and tried to pull through the field, and that plugged up. So now we've got the disc down here working in front of the marker and then remarking to see if we can make it so we can go through the planter. The rows are looking a lot better, but We'll see. We got one round done in the disc, and then Philip marked one round. So now we're going to try it with the planter and see what it does with the planter. This is the first time that we've had this much of a problem with leftover residue. We didn't raise this field last year. This was a neighbor's field that we're renting, and they had the wheat crop on it. We worked the ground and prepped it that way, but they had it mowed, and it looked like it was going to work pretty good for us, but the straw just doesn't seem to have broke down over the winter. So we're trying something new here. With that disc, I don't really like having that in here. We're putting more compaction into the ground. We like the ground to be pretty soft for those potatoes so the roots can get down and they can spread out. We like the potatoes to set a little deeper. If they set too close to the surface, they'll end up poking out of the ground and we'll end up with green. So we need them to set down in there, but not much we can do at this point. Well, I've had it. We keep plugging up right here, so I'm just taking the shank off. The heck with it. Man, that's a lot better. Should have done that a while ago. Okay, maybe it's not 100% fixed. So far today I've done, well, let's see. Here I've done 7.74 acres. And I planted about, roughly 12 acres on the other field to finish there. So that's also 8 o'clock at night. So I had a pretty productive day. Never once had 3 tractors in one field trying to plant spuds. Got Philip over there disking. Got Skylar way up there in front of me. You probably can't see him. Marking out spud rows. And I'm planting. It's been a long day. And now the other side did it. Goodbye, Shane. Time for you to go and hang out with your friend, the other Shank. And that didn't help at all. I'm tired of planning. So this pass in front of me was marked out a couple hours ago and had time to sit out before the sun started going down, so it dried out. And as you can see, I'm not having any problems. Everything's just flowing through beautifully. So we've decided that we're going to quit for the night, let everything kind of dry a little bit. We'll come back and work the ground, leave it exposed for the sun, try to dry it out a little bit, and then probably a day after they get done working, I'm going to come in and plant. And hopefully everything's a lot smoother that way. So that's just the joys of farming. Sometimes things just don't work out the way you have it planned, and you just got to make a new plan as you go. Well, before going home, we decided we need to start a pivot, and there's a hole in the main line. So we're hurrying and fixing it. It's about 10 o'clock at night. Philip's down the hole welding it. Never know how it's going to go when you're on the farm. Well, we finally calling it a night. I think we've dealt with enough problems for one day. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time. Everything that it touches, it just kind of sticks to. That's a lot of sticks in one sentence. Maybe I should find a different word. Sorry, wasn't a happier episode. A little bit of frustration. Sometimes everything goes your way, and some days everything just, in the good times and the bad. And this is definitely one of the bad. Life's good. Just a little frustrated.